First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. Check. Double.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. That's the what? Hey, go. That's the what? Kill. Switch. Wait. Let's go.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Wait. Here we go, D. All day, defense. Easy. 44 to Mike. Hey, come on.
From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta do better.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Switch, switch, switch.
Middle, 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 middle.
59, Mike, 59.
6-6, pull it high.
Three buzz.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike's 5'9". They can't hang with us. Shoot! Shoot!
Alert, alert, alert.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Five wide.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Check 50, check 50. 56, 56. Buzz.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
And now they'll throw with Allen. This is caught by Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
22 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check. Check.
Monday. All 52.
All day, every day, any day. Sponge.
Hey, Charlie.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Check 24. Check 24.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. We ain't giving him nothing. Go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bucky Hodges, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They go play action. Winston. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. One he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ready? Blue ready. Mike Popo.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 26.
Now Pollard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mike, check. Fresno. You draw quarters.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Mike's 59. Hey, pick your game up. Rush in. Bang.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike. Round 80. 53. Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 43.
On second down, it's Pollard. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
He wasn't ready.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Slam. Hey, Zoo. 59's Mike. Check, 59. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check three. Check 90. Alert. Check 99. Check 31. Check 31. Go.
The run for Pollard. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyrell Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
44's Mike. Check. Watch the screen and go.
First down, Winston. Got a man open, it's Ross. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. First and goal, Seattle.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This fielded at the 2. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Undercross. Coaching spell. Check. Done.
Allen going to throw. His throw incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, check, 59.
Regular.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Get ready.
5 wide.
Mike 5'9". You ready, Rick?
Hey, exit.
Let's go, baby.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, home.
59.
Go. Don't get nervous.
Mike, check, 59.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen, he sets to fire deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Ready. Black 25.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey.
Green, come and see. Sonny.
Check 13.
Hey, stop. It's 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Ready. Blue 80.
Mike, 44. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to it.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
It's going to be a long day. Wait.
Again, it's Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So it's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check it out.
Hey, hold.
Here's Pollard again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there, and a Falcon first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
All day. All day. Hatchet. Hatchet. Back.
56.
On first down, Pollard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Exit. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch. Big edge.
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Regular. Go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Pollard, and shedding through the tackle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Alert.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 26.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's bring it. You gonna take. You got even. You got that right there. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Ready? Move ready.
Winston now to throw on first down. It's caught. Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Okay. He's checking.
On first down, Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready? Black 22.
Check in, check in. Here we go. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Check 52.
Under 10.
Hey.
Under 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check 49. Check 49.
Easy, easy, easy.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Ready? You ready? Mike 34.
Bandit. Bandit.
Green 17.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Pilot 64. Weak.
First down, and it's Pollard again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go, T. Here we go.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice kick.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Easy, easy, easy.
Here's Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, baby.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the out, watch the out. Follow. 34, right, 34. Shoot. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready. Back 25 behind. Get him. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Winston to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Flip. Jim. Kill. Wait. Go.
Now Winston. Being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34.
Green, come see.
Put on the field, let's go. 34 is the Mike. 34 is the Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
And the blitz does come. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Winston. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So for Atlanta, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.